Well, it's finally here. I got my crossbow fixed. Got me a new string by 60X. Highly recommend them. They got it here quick. Really nice string. Went over to my bow shop and had them put it on from the accident. You can go back to the two episodes before this to see what actually happened. But anyway, it's fixed. All the bolts tightened up. Got everything lubed up and ready to go. Been adjusting. Been shooting here at 20. I'm going to shoot a couple more rounds. And today is the first day we're starting to pack. So getting everything lined out. We're going to be hunting private land, not public land. So it will be private land. It's some farms we got permission on that we were invited to come out and hunt. So where we stand right now, we're going to take Daddy-O's big truck, his Chevrolet. We're not going to take Blackie. It's going to stay here this time. It's got 360,000 miles on it. And I'm sure it would make it, but there's a high probability that we could have issues with it to where Dad's truck's only got 100,000 miles on it. So we're going to be staying in a camper. We're going to have, I don't know how many acres we've got access to, but they have bent over backwards to make us feel at home coming out there. And this will be Dad's first trip out of state hunting. So it's going to be awesome. So first things first, he's tied up, busy right now. He's got some stuff messed up with his back. He gets injections in the morning. We're still gonna make the trip. We might not be able to pull the full 10 hours or 12 hours there. We might have to bust it up, but he is getting injections and getting everything started tomorrow. So hopefully he'll feel better. We're gonna be packing. We're gonna be packing for at least, the way I see it, 7 days, unless we end up coming home a day early or something. But fingers crossed we'll go out there and get everything. So I'm getting my bow sighted in all the way out to 50, making sure 50 and 60 is good. I don't see me shooting that far. I don't like to shoot that far. 40 and under with a crossbow, I think, is achievable if you aim low. 30 yards, you know, of course, anything closer is pretty wicked. I'm also taking the Hoyt. Still hitting pretty good with it. Still have the shoulder issue, but if I get the mood to take it, or this thing, something happens with this, or Dad's bow goes down, he's got this, and I can grab my compound. So I'm taking both of them. Going to be packing all of our camo, enough to get us through a week. Just basically, we're in packing mode. So I'd say that's what this video will start off, and then we'll be heading on to Missouri Friday afternoon. So go ahead and cock this thing and fire a couple crossbow bolts downrange. This has been one crazy week. Kayla got married. Congratulations to Kayla and Greg. They got married last Saturday. I had a couple deaths in the family. Well, one in the family and one was a really close friend. So I had a graveside today with the last one as pallbearing both. But I got to go out and get my, say goodbye to them, see a lot of friends I ain't seen in a while, some family I ain't seen in a while, and then I took some time to myself, went up and got the bow strung and ready. So hopefully this week we'll continue to tick by. We'll get everything loaded and won't forget nothing. But we'll probably start packing night after next. So I'm out to 50. I'm good. These arrows are looking good. Going to screw the broadheads on, pack this thing up, and I won't be hunting Tennessee again till I get back from Missouri. So we'll get the rest of this stuff packed. Well, me and Daddy-O has officially, we had about had an incident in Kentucky. So we left at 3 a.m. Got on the road, we've done burned almost 2 tanks of gas. We come through Kentucky, and in Paducah, we had a little bit of a scare with a big buck. We almost got one with Dad's truck, but I was able to avoid it. But we're in Illinois now, headed towards St. Louis. We still haven't got nothing to eat, but we're going to stop up here and try to get something to eat. But it's just crazy how the difference from Tennessee. Everything's solid green, and you get up here and everything's beautiful yellow, red, brown. the fall's really coming in. There's dead deer everywhere. We have seen probably 20 different small bucks. We've seen a buck we think was chasing 2 does. But there's dead deer all over the interstate in Illinois. And then we've seen a bunch of deer on the sides of the road. And we actually seen a badger. We've never seen a badger. If we hadn't been on the phone with somebody else, we probably would have pulled over and got a better look at it. But we actually seen a badger, and we've seen several armadillos. But it's unreal, the difference between Tennessee, Kentucky to Illinois. There's such a major change in land. We're actually getting into more trees and stuff now, but some places it's like, I've been to Indiana, I've been to Iowa, not hunting. I've been to Indiana hunting, but not Iowa. I went out there for work, but there's places here it's just agriculture, cornfields as far as I can see. So it's definitely different for us. We're excited. So the road trip's rolling. We're still hoping to see that Missouri state line. Hopefully it's coming up soon. And me and Daddy-O's fired up. We hope to get our license here in a little bit and get us about to eat. We've been going a long time. So y'all stay tuned. We'll show you some of his footage around here. Go across a big old bridge. I don't know what the name of it is. We'll have to look it up. Got the arches on the left and the great big old bridge. Bigger than a Loudon Bridge. Crossing the Mississippi River. Man, that arch is wide. That's cool. Look at the arch, that how big it is. See you, St. Louis. It was been good. We're out of here. It's home sweet home for the week. We didn't get to do much videoing yesterday afternoon when we got here. We were wore out and went and looked at all the property, and we were super excited about the property, but kind of figured we'd show you our amenities for the week before this is our first morning ever hunting in Missouri, and Dad's first day in the stand all year besides just observation set during bow. But Daddy-O's up and getting ready, taking his meds and stuff. His back's still kind of bothering him, but he's gonna give it a shot. But pretty nice setup for us. Got a dinette. We ain't got nothing organized yet. We just kind of unpacked, got everything ready. But we sure slept good last night.
We sure did.
Well, so helped set us up. That's where I slept last night and slept like a baby. But it is open morning, or for us it is. It ain't for Missouri, but we're tickled to death. We're getting ready to zip up. It's 39 degrees. Got 2 different places that we're going. Daddy-O's going a lot closer to the camper than I am, and I'm going a little bit further away. So we'll see on a tree. We're super excited for Missouri. Good morning from Missouri. This is a dream come true for me and Dad. Just crazy. So far, I seen a cow right at daylight. He come trotting across, couldn't get him to come back over. Then I had a 6-pointer pop out right here, 50 yards. Made a scrape, walked around his point, made another scrape. But as you seen in the video, he kept looking back. I kept looking and couldn't see nothing. And after he went on around the corner towards the way I walked in, I got to see that buck walking across the field. And he come by me at 33 yards. That was a pretty good buck. He's out to his ears. It looked like he had pretty good mass. I had to go back and look at the footage. But it's hard to pull the trigger opening morning when you see the first 2 deer and the second one's that good. We'll just have to see what the rest of them hold. So, super fired up, super appreciated, super blessed to be here. So, Daddy-O's up and hunting this morning too. So, we're going to get back quiet and see what other deer comes through. That wasn't a bad buck either. That's 3 this morning, possibly 4. I think I seen one twice, but they seem to be working the edge of this, cutting across this food plot. It's I know I had 2 bucks hit the same scrape right here, and that buck made a scrape over there. So I heard deer in here behind me early before daylight, and it might have been that coyote too. But I did grunt at that buck, got his attention, but he never did come over here. And I used the soft grunt, but anyway, this is exciting. I mean, if you get to go hunting at all, it's a blessing. If you get to go and see one deer, it's been a good trip. If you get to go and see that many deer at one time, it's really good. Now, my standards might seem high for people that's used to hunt Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama, and all the southern states. They probably would have shot that first buck that you come through, that second buck, I mean. But my priorities might go down towards the end of the week. But as of right now, I'm okay with looking at them. There's no telling what the next minute can hold. Missouri is beautiful. I don't know if the camera picked that up. The sun's right in my face. I just happened to turn. Never heard this deer. There was a big 9 or 10 point come down. They must have come down the edge of this ridge. And he went up towards the CRP. He looked like a wide, tall-time buck. I mean, he just slipped through here like it was nothing in all these leaves. Man, I hope he circles well. I kind of hope he don't circle around and get my wind, but I'd really like to see him up close. White rack buck. I hope the video got it. Well, that's a different kind of hunting. I had a good morning. Got to see 4 different bucks for sure. Bunch of scrapes on this field. It's just crazy. You got all this CRP out here. It's a little different than home. At home, you see a field like this, it's bush hog clean. Out here, they use it for bedding, so might be something we could look at doing at home. But I mean, just walking out, I seen 3 or 4 scrapes. Crazy. Didn't see a doe this morning, but I did see plenty of bucks. So I don't think Daddy-O's seen anything. My fingers crossed, me and him might have to get together and hunt over here or hunt one of the other spots we got permission on. So anyway, that's morning 1. We'll see what this afternoon holds. Heading in for the afternoon set. Got more people hunting this afternoon, so it'll be interesting. Got to get through this CRP field. And I tell you, Missouri's beautiful. I love Tennessee. It's nice to hunt a new state. I'll try to get in here quiet and get set up. So I'll show you some of the pretty scenery down here, and I'll see you in a stand. Set up in the afternoon set. It's got a big CRP field, and it's got a food plot in it with clover. And the way I understand it, the deer come from the ridge down here to feed right at dark. So there's a scrape right here. I'll turn around and show you. There's another one down here. So there's a lot of buck activity through here. The wind is pretty good. It's a south wind blowing up this holler. I'm gonna be a lot luckier if stuff come off this ridge and not this ridge, but anyway, we'll see. But I'll spin around here and show you what this here looks like. Fingers crossed, we get a good look at something. I chose to pass that one up. That's a pretty good buck. He was doing some kind of weird hacking noise. I thought it was a hawk, but it ended up being him. Come third just with his mouth wide open, just hacking. Coughing really, really bad. But I let him walk. He got out. There's another buck come out in the field, as y'all seen out there at the end. Kind of pushed the doe around. But I had a deer come off the hill right here and right and behind me. I had turned around looking at the field. And it blew and just blew everything out on this end. So I'm going to get down and go pick up my buddy. And we'll see what happens in the morning. Well, as y'all can see, that was a pretty exciting day. We had a good trip up. We made this trip in 11 hours and something. Hardly no stops. Got up here. The people that's put us up and invited us to hunt their land are just absolutely wonderful people. They've invited us in. They fed us. They've showed us all their local deer and stuff they've killed. And maybe I'll do a video on that too. But it's just unreal. We got a nice camper to stay in. This is an opportunity of a lifetime. You don't get much of a choice. I mean, you don't get much of a chance to do something like this, and we are just so grateful. So anyway, this will end the road trip, Missouri road trip series. This will end the first episode, and done got a couple days in and got to edit them. So we're on day 3 out here, so I'll have that footage on episode 2. So I hope you enjoyed. If you like what we're doing, please subscribe and like, and as always, God bless. We'll see you on the next video. Me and Daddy-O ain't done yet. Maybe if I quit passing them bucks, I might be, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. See ya.